Alright, so I'm redoing this again because, well, last time when I checked the recording, it didn't catch my voice and it didn't catch it clearly, so I'm redoing this part again. So it's like, yeah, so pretty much, so as what Louie is explaining here, is that his Nana's by Pikpik by Pie, or Carrot Pie, is will expire in 30 days, which is why he has a time limit at the very least. And obviously he lost the Golden Pikpik Carrots, so yeah. What I find interesting is that they actually decided to give Louie his own ship, just called the Orca, which kind of makes sense compared to Olimar Dolphin. In any case, so hopefully this will work at the very least. So I want to point out that this is a ROM hack, obviously, as you cannot tell. But also, like, yeah, if you want to actually play this for yourself, I will link the actual person who actually created this in the description. So check out that channel out if you want to actually play this game. You should be able to find set link for it at the very least. So in any case, as for what this is supposed to be, this is a Pikmin, it's basically the Pikmin 1 game, but in the Pikmin 2's engine, which honestly is kind of surprised that they're able to do this. Now, I am aware of other ROM hacks, the Pikmin series, but I chose this one because almost none of the others seem interesting to me, or a bit too chaotic at the very least. But also, I haven't actually discovered them that often. Okay, I'm showing some of the secrets of these white pellets, but they're practically like normal pellets, but because they don't have a color on them, they don't give out a bonus seed whatsoever. In case some of you forgot, a bonus seed is pretty much just like, you normally get one Pikmin out of this, but if you match the pellet to the right onion, the color of it, you get a bonus seed. which is pretty much just short for a bonus Pikmin. So one thing I would say, I am aware that this does have another mode known as the Chaos Randomizer. However, if I plan to do the Chaos Randomizer on the channel, I want to do it for like when I'm able to actually go live. It's just mostly because I think it'll be much more funner to enjoy it, especially to like those who are watching, to like actually experience the chaos randomness. And I have been in it, so I am willing to do it if I get to it someday. So that's the yeah, that's what the engine is at the very least. So it only needs 15, unlike but the actual engine would need 20, mostly because there's less pellets and enemies that you can actually collect. I'm not really sure why they did that, but I guess it's for the challenge whatsoever. But if you're like very good at exploring areas, you can find the hidden like pellets. Like this one, like the one I found here was very secretly that I doubt many people have actually found it. I think the max you can get is 20. I don't know if there's any others, so. Also, I chose to point out I am playing like an older version of this game. There is like a newer update version of it, so. But as far as I'm aware, most of as far as I'm aware from like the actual like current newest update, it updates like the chaos randomizers and other stuff. So when I actually do get to the cameras, I'll make sure I have the updated version Gen forward, just so I don't have to deal with like a certain enemy ambushing me all the time. Yeah, but for now, I just want to play Louie's Quest for the channel. So the text for the ship part all changed to match Louie's description, which makes sense, and Louie is the main character in his own quest. So there's not very much I can really talk about for this area because, you know, it is basically the impact site, but, you know, it's called like the sugar impact instead. But when we get to new areas, they're gonna be a little bit different. And believe me, these differences do matter. Now the way how I'm gonna treat this here is that due to the game being like short, at least short to me because of how I played the original, I will be showing off 2 days per episode at the very least. You know, because I'm pretty sure for most of the Pikmin games, not all of them obviously, because I would be counting Hey Pikmin in that case. They have a time limit of 13 minutes. Unless you're like playing by Pikmin 2 or 4 where they have dungeons. And therefore the time is a little bit different, but it's still like 13 minutes overall. Which I'm hoping is actually, I think it's 13 to be honest, but I think that's like the time at the very least. So you also get, so you do get like the ship log, which is what you can, these are for like end of day stuff, and then this, which you can get notes on what Louie like says about these creatures. Obviously, because Louie, he's just gonna talk about how he will cook and eat them, or you know, if they're edible enough. But yeah. So I should point out, you may see that thing, that egg in the distance. It is what you should well expect, but I'm not gonna fight that thing right now because first off, it's surrounded by water, and second of all, I don't want to risk a Pikmin extinction right now. And while there is another pathway, that's also surrounded by water as well. So I can't even, so yeah, this gate is the only way I can go for now. Also, you guys, you can see up front, drop bull bells are here. Honestly, this is a nice change whatsoever. In the original like Pikmin 1 game, you rarely like find these enemies. I know lots of Pikmin. Well, that's a great start. But as I was saying before, well, one of them eat a Pikmin. You rarely see these enemies whatsoever. But in the original Pikmin 1, by the way, because these are the Pikmin 1 variation of these creatures. And because of how I particularly played the first game, I never actually go out of my way to actually fight them. I know back when I was younger, I have actually got my experience on them, but that's been so long that I practically like don't recall the full experience. Meanwhile, even when I'm older, well, why should I go out of my way to, you know, yeah, why should I go out of my way to, you know, to fight? Oh. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. It's a bit hard to fight with, are we on it? It's hard to fight with yellows because yellows has like, they have like no attack power. Come on, there we go. Because yeah, unlike with reds are like pretty good at fighting stuff, but because these guys are like practically like are weak compared to reds, they're not that very good in combat. Louie, like, this is how Louie gets his food, by the way. This is how he does it. He just beats them to death. And then obviously he takes them as well. You guys didn't get the other one. Yeah, there's some like life improvement where you don't have to like press the A button every time to like block them. That's now it's just auto as soon as you do it. And in the case, I'm just gonna keep exploring to the. I'm gonna explore to the right because I actually want to go there first. Because there is a ship power on this side. But also, like, there's this gate that I need to get rid of as well. As soon as if my yellows don't fall behind for starters and they, well, don't fall into the water by mistake. Alright, now I'm gonna have to take care of these guys next because... There we go. But there's one more. Come here. There we go. Before I do anything else, I got Fox now. Come here. Actually, if you choose to do nothing, I can get the ship part now. Or you can actually just ignore me and try to actually, well, try to squish my Pikmins instead. Now I actually need to go out of my way to get rid of them because they're in my way now. Come here, Fog. Get out of the water, get out of the water. Yeah, that guy died. It's still kind of dumb that they're able to kill stuff even after death. I understand that's why they're switching them, but like, come on. You shouldn't have the body weight to kill something. Come on, get over here. There we go. Alright, now I don't need to really much worry about that guy. You could just completely ignore him whatsoever and just go for the ship pod. Alright, now I have to get these guys as well. I should have enough Pikmins left to like, well, assuming none of them are helping each other to take off this back. There we go. No, I do want to mention, I will admit this, when I actually first played this, I had a bit of a terrible experience with evolving the shield wicks in particular. I'm not gonna go in full detail, but I'm just gonna give you a, just imagine it. So, just imagine one of the shield wicks getting a yellow Pikmin with a bomb log. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna bring up anything else about it. Also, yeah, this flower has bloomed, so I'm gonna get that now. This should give me enough to like fill up all to like 100 now. Yeah, I do have 100 exactly at very least. Which yeah, Louie's gonna comment that hey, it's broken, but then it's like, oh wait, it's probably not. Now there is another ship part I can technically get, but it's gonna require a certain trick to do so, and I also don't need this many like yellows. So I'm gonna toss some off like on this slope, and then have like a few of them grab a, let's just say, the very bottom rock that, well, after this for starters. Yeah, that basically have motorized my Pikmin to my first playthrough. If we plan to eat out later and learn the hard way, why that's a bad idea. Jeez, Louie, you make such a weird dad if you actually did let your kid do that. Now I definitely need to toss them right here. And I tried to mention they did change how bomb rocks works in this game, but wait, if you just heard them making the sound, it's that they will actually not, well, go off right after you like throw them like such. It's like, let me show, like, let me grab like all of them and then do this. You see them all charging up, and then I call them back, then they drop them. So yeah, so it's an interesting way to like, it's an interesting way to handle like the bomb rocks in this game at the very least. So, oh, you thought I was going for a different ship pod? Well, let me tell you, I'm not going after this ship pod. I can definitely tell you why. Yeah, I'm not fighting that thing whatsoever. There's a couple of reasons why I do not want to fight that thing right now. Let me get that thing, because it's just there. So with this should allow me to go to the next area, and so we will explore in that area in the next episode, because it's literally not much I can do in this area. Also, I kind of want to show off new areas when I can. Alright, for the rest of the day, I'll just explore to the left, because that's the only side we haven't, well, actually explored. And not having to fight a bull bear will be great, because, well, don't need another massacre. Yeah, as you can see, there is a way to drain this water, and somehow this water right here is shallow enough for the Pikmins. I don't know why, but yeah, it's the only thing that's keeping them from drowning. But destroying this will help when coming back here, because now I can actually, well, full on explore this area now at the very least. You know, I just had to worry about, you know, these guys out here. Do not take anything back, because I need to at least get this bag down quickly before time runs out. Alright, with this down, that will be it. I'm sure there's much more experienced player that can get that back faster and probably do it without draining the water first. But I just like to play safe for the time being. There are times when I would do risky plays, but this is not one. But trying to get that back down, where there's water on the other side, it's not one of those times. And yeah, you can see they actually make custom like drawings for Louie's notes. But you can tell Louie has zero issues going out his way to eat whatever he can get his hands on. If he's going to eat whatever that's supposed to be like representing a creature in this game, then he's willing to do anything for food. I lost 7 in combat, that's fine. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. But in any case, yeah. Before anything's off here, I just want to show, yeah, the next area is the Cavern of Candy, and we will be exploring here next. But also, for every creature you either discover and or kill, you have to get these notes. And yeah, these notes do have like their own custom drawings of the creatures themselves. Or, you know, they could be like in the game itself, but, you know, a different, all I could say, they're not the same. They're not the same drawings. That's all I can say. Because I can definitely tell you, this enemy here is definitely not an enemy whatsoever that was in any of the Pikmin game. In fact, this enemy is actually a beta enemy that didn't even make it to the full game. So that would be it for now. Yeah, so next time will be the Cavern of Candies, and hopefully to find another type of Pikmin. Because, yeah, the second enemy didn't even give any.